Global story. Trade negotiations between China and the US will resume today. Trade officials from both nations are set to meet in London. Now, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and Trade Representative Jameson Greer will meet China's Vice Premier, who is Beijing's chief trade negotiator. The resumption of the talks comes just days after President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping held a phone call. Sanjay Suri gets us the latest from London on the trade negotiations that are expected to resume. Sanjay.
A team of top U.S. negotiators that includes Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and Trade Representative Jameson Greer are meeting with China's Vice Premier and lead trade negotiator Halifa in London today. And these talks follow a phone call that was held between President Trump and President Xi last week in an attempt to break through the current trade impasse between the two countries. The two had come to a temporary agreement in Geneva last month that brought U.S. tariffs down from 145% to 30% and Chinese tariffs from 125 to 10. But that temporary truce has not quite brought a trade flow that either wants quite its way. The U.S. has accused China of dragging its feet on exports of rare earth minerals that sit at the heart of just about all new technology. And China, on the other hand, says that the U.S. is restricting exports of chips. It's an extraordinary stalemate. Each needs these goods vitally from the other in order to then compete against the other. The talks Monday could at best produce some limited leeway from both sides, and that may not be enough or fast enough. U.S. officials have been signaling impatience, and President Trump certainly is not known for patience. So if these talks fail to achieve a breakthrough, at least to some extent, we could be looking at a resumption of a trade war that really hurt both countries and in some way just about every other. So a lot of hopes are pinned on at least some resolution.
Sanjay, many thanks for joining us. And of course, we will be tracking those negotiations closely. Now, China is